Sven's ulti also
Oh man, we might have a Royal Rumble right to start, and it is going to be VG.J and Pause with a better position. Here they go! 5 on 5! There's a huge stun coming out, and it's going to be Alliance looking to rip through at the start of this one. They do eat a good connection right there and get locked in their place. Only the Crystal Maiden actually goes down. He's pushing forward. He's making the move. They're going to be rolling in now. Limp is going to get hit with the stun, but they're going to connect with not just one stun, a net, a root, a centaur stomp. Freeze is getting into a world of hurt in this mid lane. For going against Chen, even playing it, so this is just out of their comfort zone already. Alliance leading in strong. They get the takedown of ROTK. They are going to be able to bring down the Chen on this one, but Aggressive could end up going down in the end. Frostbite's going to be coming out, but it's only on the Fire Panda. They continue to rush on forward. They will end up losing Jonas, though. Are they going to finally get Aggressive down? It doesn't look like it. They're chasing it hard for it. They will manage to connect with the Rock, but he's still living on. He dishes out the barrage, and they'll get the takedown of Limp.
They were outnumbered. There was only 3 heroes for Alliance against.
Rotations are going to be coming in from Alliance. Now it's feeling like a better fight for them to take. And Limp begins to go to work. Hits it with a Thunderclap, begins to go into the ulti. Meanwhile, they will be able to get the finish onto Fenrir. Now it's Aggressive on the run. They beat him down with the Rock, and they throw him up into a Cyclone. EGM looking to wait for him here, but he's low on mana. Slowly, they'll be able to whittle down this Gyrocopter, and they'll finally catch him with the clap. Turnaround misfire, though, as Freeze is going to be able to get a good Laguna catch.
20-minute mech. Oh,
jump over. Limp spots out Freeze. They make the move in. The double lockdown's there, and no living armor is going to be able to save that lady. Swift takedown of Freeze and possible hunt for Aggressive. He doesn't even want the bounty rune. He's getting the hell out of there. Alliance will not be able to get close enough. It looks like Fenrir will show himself in an attempt to slow them down. The action here in the top lane. After completing that Mask of Madness, he got his Echo Saber done. It looks like next up on the docket is possibly going to be, it looks like a BKB here. Bottom lane. They make the move from Aggressive. Fenrir's forced to step in and dish out the root to slow them down. But they still are catching a hold of Aggressive here, locking him in his place. It looks like eventually he may be able to make it free. Fenrir hides within the trees. But look at the chase continue. They finally are able to get the catch-up play with the help of Jonas. And the Gyrocopter will go down. And now they're looking for the little lady, FY. It doesn't look like she'll be able to find a way to juke herself through these trees. Eventually, Alliance will be able to get in there and get her down. 2 dropped and a pushback from Alliance in the bottom lane.
7K net worth lead for Alliance.
4 of them. Outside of Freeze, they're beginning on the move. It looks like they may have to settle for EGM. No, they found a better target in Limp. They get the vacuum pullback, but he's able to get the split off, and he's going to be fine. Freeze, though, is able to find the Laguna, catch onto EGM, but this is when Alliance can move in and take the better of the fight. Here comes Loda. He's got the God Strength out, but there's a beautiful root coming out from the tree on this one. An attempted freezing build from FY, looking to do as much as damage as possible, will help them in getting the finish of Jonas, and now a root lockdown onto Loda will help him get the finish. Suddenly it's VG.J taking the better end of this fight, the only survivor being Handskin for Alliance. This will and he heads up north and away from trouble. Meanwhile, though, FY, I don't think is going to be just as lucky. He holds the rest of Alliance there and will finally take him down. Loda just misses the TP out from Freeze.
Oh, and they only lost the Blue Sister.
Uh-oh, and it looks like they will lose Fenrir on top of that. 3s. But VG.J have continued to delay them from doing that a bit. I think a Laguna went off. Oh, someone's dead. EGM mid lane. Bottom lane, meantime. Oh! Nice 3-man vacuum pullback for ROTK. Waiting for the follow-up there. And it's going to be, unfortunately, Aggressive looking to move in and getting tossed right up into a Cyclone. He'll be forced to go into BKB and tries to get a hold of Alliance members, but they quickly go for the Delta split. They will settle on for Handskin and take out the Chen. The rest of Alliance head out the other direction and inside. Stunted for Alliance in field. Oh! Laguna out, Jonas is down. Huge call down does come down from Aggressive. Limp stuck inside, Loda eating a lot of damage. Freeze heads out and away. They can't quite chase, and Aggressive's on the other side getting the finish for EGM. VG.J pulling apart Alliance from both sides here. Loda moves in to slash down FY, but he gets hit with the root. He's trapped between 3, and he's going to get shredded apart. Double kill from Aggressive on this. Now a force back. The moves in from ROTK, dropping down the wall right on top of the head of Loda. They hit him with a Laguna. Chen tries to save him with the heal. He's forced to pop a BKB, and he manages to tag the shrine to keep himself alive. Now the approach from Jonas. Hits it in with the epicenter. Aggressive going to be forced inside. Woo. He eats the cheese and gets his life back. And now looks to turn things around onto Alliance. Alliance have just dished out what they have to offer. They hit another shrine and they look to defend it out. They move in, beautiful stun connection. They get the finish onto Aggressive and they look to go back for Freeze. Freeze tries to TP away, but they bring her down too. A double kill for Loda on this defense. He hits him so hard, it forces out a pause.
Yeah, once his ulti was up, he just
used this window of time to put themselves into a better objective position in this game. Now they're looking to get the scrappy finish onto FY, who's hanging outside the base. It's actually Loda who secures that one for the triple. Is he going to be moving in and claiming the Ultra? No. Jonas will take that one away. And then Alliance scan right on top of where VG.J is. Freeze! Able to somehow sidestep that burrow. Limp's looking to come in on in. Pops out the ulti. They burst through ROTK. He's going to be taken out of this one without a buyback or a say. But here goes Aggressive. He pops down the flat cannon and targets out Loda, begins to force him back. Jonas looking to help out, moves in with a barrel strike and the epicenter there. Freeze on the other side, finds himself up in arms with Loda. There goes the root. Aggressive caught within the creeps, ends up going down. He also doesn't have a buyback, and this is all Alliance in this fight. They're looking to move in, get the grab onto Freeze here. Gets a force forward, turns around, goes for the deny.
Time for Alliance to actually get the Roche right now and just try to siege the base. Good.
Ooh! They keep trying to go for that aggressive force staff. Freeze! As they make the jump, it's the Brew moving way in back. They almost bring him down, but he's able to get the ulti off, and they're going to turn it right around on very Aggressive. That's going to cost him the Aegis now. Freeze looking to move for isolation, but look at this Loda from behind! Almost able to obliterate Freeze, but Freeze is able to make it up, but no, the bird comes out from the Bloodthorn, and they're able to bring him down, and it's going to be Alliance holding out a strong defense here. Buyback already going to be forced out from Aggressive, but they get a hold of ROTK. He tries to surge and run, but they got the Yules waiting for him, and they'll take him down. There's still quite a bit of time here. Okay, Freeze finds Jonas, wants to take him out, can't quite do it. That's when Loda makes his move in. He will get forced back and actually through the wall here, but they quickly just get rid of ROTK. He really stands no chance at all. Now Loda looking to make a move in for FY. Gets locked in place from the Frostbite. Freeze is looking to move on over to help him out while it's going to be Aggressive. Caught up in arms with the Brewmaster. Now pops the BKB, making the move back in. Should be able to get the finish on Loda, and Loda will go down. Has a buyback available too, but not looking to dish it out quite yet. It looks like VG.J may be able to take down Alliance on this one and hold things out. But Limp is able to move in and get the finish onto FY. Now he's thinking about swinging it with Aggressive, but Aggressive pops that
mid
cheese.
lane.
It keeps good now. But look at their base. Just this mega creeps have just wiped out the tier 4s and only left the Ancient exposed.
Everyone on Alliance bought back. It is time to finish the game right now.
Alliance hoping to clean the rest of their plate here. VG.J are hoping to hold on to everything they got, but yeah, this is looking nearly impossible for them. We'll have to see what they're going to be capable of doing now. Alliance step themselves back indoors. Aggressive with almost what feels like a zoning call down. I'm not sure if the vacuum was committed there from ROTK. They step over to the other side. They're going to be able to catch Limp with a Laguna, but he just pops out the ulti now. And they quickly Cyclone up, Aggressive, and go right for the Ancient instead, and should be able to get the finish from behind. It was a long and very dirty game. Lots of
allows the PA just to be able to jump and guarantee get these kills. So
you actually could take advantage of the situation. You already can predict what Alliance are going to be doing with the Cogs and with the Shadow Fiend, and now you can almost use that to your benefit to catch them off guard with an approach possibly like this one. And it looks like 4EGM could be the one to suffer the wrath of the first blow. And indeed, it is going to be FY who picks it up. And VG.J will start with your first one.
Yeah, good reading from
nearby. Bottom lane now where Aggressive is making his move in. They get the open wounds and the kinetic field. It's all but certain that Jonas could be done for this one, and they get it with Aggressive using the Infest pop. A little clockwork will be broken down into a pile of scrapment, cycled up, turned into a Dota can probably.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, VG.J doing good.
Oh, ROTK, see you later. Alliance going to be able to get themselves on the board now. A little bit more loving from the crit, maybe, but not going to be happening. Limp apparently cancels out his TP scroll, and he's going to just reside in the jungle for now, but there he is. It's FY. He has been putting Limp in check pretty much this whole game. I mean, look at this. Oh, no. Freeze is now rushing his way in. He's going to help to go for the finish, and they got it done. Nowhere feels safe for Alliance. They will be able to get a little bit of response here, freezing up and locking down FY under the tower, but the Alliance rotate to the bottom lane instead and make the audible to go for a smoke. This is going to be a nice approach. VG.J are not suspecting. They spot out aggressive. Now they already commit the hook shot, so he could go for a rage out, but it looks like he doesn't have a mana for a TP, so he's got to eat the cog and try to go out the other direction. Starts walking towards where the tier 1 would have been and towards ROTK, but now they're going to put their focus onto ROTK and finish him off. He ends up getting dropped. They'll settle for that one, but they may also be able to score a double takedown. Beautiful setup comes in from Handskin.
Alliance. Instant smoke from Alliance with that DD rune picked up. They want to fight, and
yes,
they're
they
in.
do. Handskin leads in, good stun onto ROTK, and then Jonas is going to be able to bump him back, while on the other side, they set up a static storm. They'll be able to get the takedown of Fenrir. Now it's going to be Loda looking ahead of the high ground, but he has eaten a lot of damage. The freezing field from EGM does a good amount of work to force VG.J back, and they're going to be able to take down two. Alliance by manages to pop a couple of the smokes. Now he walks back in and towards the arms of ROTK. Now he just forces himself out the other direction. Aggressive. TP's in, and they look to focus on takedown Jonas. He's done for. Good flips pull back on that one. ROTK is borrowed time's going to get popped up, but now look at the races coming out. Lip begins to chuck them forward, dishing out the right clicks. A nice stack storm going to be dropped from Fenrir right on top of their head, but they're still moving on in. Aggressive, trying to get a hold of Limp, but he's tagged between Loda and Limp. He goes for the infest, but ends up being forced to pop back out, and he will get evaporated. Loda with the double kill on this one. Alliance take this fight than it ever did before, but it looks like finally this tier 3 may crumble down, but as I say, that aggressive scoots on in. Maybe he got forced it, but okay, on the way back end of his rage, follow-up hook shot's going to be there from Jonas. They're going to be able to go for the quick crit finish of that Ogre as he gets dropped. Tier 3 finally going to be taken apart. Now ROTK going to be forced into his borrowed time. They get a hold of aggressive here. He turns it around, looking to go for the finish onto Jonas. They drop the static storm right on top of those cogs and quickly head out the other direction. Loda trying to find a chase, can't quite get it. Heads back the other side and gets the slash finish onto aggressive.
No buyback.
Now they look to Fenrir. They could be able to burst him down, but the Raxes are exposed, and EGM begins to go to work on them. Handskin fighting, looking to fend him off. Freeze, dishing out the tomahawks, forces Handskin back.
They're still not done. They're continuing to push. Cheese is handled from Loda to Limp.
He is working his way through that Rax. Now they're able to lock in and take out Freeze. He's going to be forced to buy back. And what could be the final hurrah of a defense? Alliance are able to get their Rax, and they think about walking away. Hook shot a bit all over the place there, but he ends up going down. Good pullback there from VG.J on that one.
The BKBs are on cooldown, but the question is, can they chase?
Quick potential turnaround from Alliance. They're looking to blast apart the Ogre. He gets the force to the low ground. He seems to be barely holding on to his life, but Loda, godlike now, jumps in and takes him down. Woo! And Limp moving in. Huge raise, double kill. Alliance are going to be able to get it done. Puts the nail in the coffin, and VG.J are going to be sent down to the lower bracket of this group. Alliance, we will be seeing them play TNC in the next round.
Yeah, Alliance after the